Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Bobby. Guys, this is news. Apparently it just got in. Former adult film star, if you want to call it that, Rae Lil Black, and her real name apparently is Kai Asakura, reverted to Islam. So guys, disclaimer first, because of the content of the video, obviously this video will not be for kids, so please remove your children from YouTube right now. This is a former adult film star, wink wink, and therefore we're going to talk about certain sensitive subjects, if you will. Another trigger warning for you guys out there. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Of course, we're always happy when people embrace Islam. However, in today's video, I'm not going to simply say, hey, welcome to Islam, Rae Lil Black. I'm going to critically examine her past and talk about the subject of promiscuous women finding religion later in life. Alright guys, but before we do so, as always, if you enjoy my content, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out the links in the description box below to further support my work. Thank you very much for that, guys. Thank you. Alright, and now with no further ado, let's have a look. Alright, so we're on her Instagram page, Rae Lil Black, Kai Asakura, or however you pronounce that. I have no idea who she is. This just popped up in my feed today. 2.2 million followers and only 7 posts. I've been told that she removed all her posts. As you can see now, she's in the hijab here, in a modest clothing, in traditional Japanese clothing. So all her old pictures have been removed. I have to say that this is, of course, the right move to do so. Once you revert to Islam and once you start wearing hijab especially, you want to remove all the old pictures. However, guys, newsflash yet again, the internet is forever. So even if you try removing pictures, they will of course exist on other platforms. A simple Google search shows you that, of course. I'm gonna censor all of this here for the sake of YouTube and for the sake of Allah as well. I don't want you guys to sin here, especially not during Ramadan. But yeah, all her pictures are still out there, even though they are not on her Instagram profile. Astaghfirullah. If you go to her Facebook profile, it is the same thing basically. She removed all her old pictures and now here she's even wearing the niqab. MashaAllah, a pious woman. Amazing. A certificate for Ramadan even, she's making it official. But let's cut to the chase, guys. I believe you can hear it already on my tone. I am not fully convinced. Okay, first and foremost, again, Allah guides who He wills. Let's hope she's sincere. Let's hope all her past sins are forgiven. Let's hope that she will now live a wholesome life. However, I wouldn't be Bobby if I wouldn't give my critique and my honest, unfiltered opinion on the subject matter. First and foremost, we have to check her age. She's born on the 17th August 1996, which makes her 28 years old today. However, in a few months, she will be 29 and then she will be 30. So when I see such an age, this is highly sus to me personally. So listen guys, I'm a revert to Islam as well, and I have a bag of sins in the past too. I'm not pointing the finger. However, if anything, I've been around the block and I do understand one thing or two about female psychology. And yes, I have to laugh because it is just too convenient now that a woman that is soon to expire reverts to Islam. I've seen that even back in the day when I was a Christian. When they turn 27, 28, 29, 30, the latest, out of a sudden they become newborn Christians, reborn Christians, right? It is a tendency of cutting off the past and now finally settling down. We cannot discard human biology, we cannot discard female biology, and with that female psychology, female sexuality. And therefore, yes, the biological clock is ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock. This will never change. Women nowadays, modern day women, are promiscuous throughout their teens, throughout their 20s, and they're having a good old time. Don't get confused here. If a woman tells you that she is regretting her past and now she's opening up a new chapter in her life, and those days back in the day, oh my God, she regrets them so much. Those were dark days indeed. Don't believe a word, because when she was doing it, she had the time of her life. Matter of fact, I make the claim that modern women, if they could turn back time and simply go back to their 20s, they would do the exact same thing over again. They're not regretting anything. However, what they do regret in the present moment is that they haven't found a man that they can bind to them, a potential mate for children, for settling down. So this is why I'm so skeptical about her reversion to Islam. The reversion of Islam is something that you see on the surface level. The question is, what is behind it? And again, I am not a god, astaghfirullah, I cannot judge her, obviously. However, I can make my assessments. I can give you my opinion on why I personally would not marry her. If I see her now, mashallah, in a hijab, in a niqab even, you might think, well, Allah forgave all her sins, so who am I to judge her? Well, that might be true. If she's sincere, Allah forgave her sins. However, me as a man, I'm not as merciful as God. And I personally would not forgive her sins. And moreover, I wouldn't disregard her sins, because ultimately, I would have to live with that woman then if I accept the premise. And matter of fact, those years of promiscuity cannot be erased. Spiritually speaking, her sins deleted by Allah, surely if she truly repented. However, the biological damage, the psychological damage that she endured through her behavior cannot be reversed ever. Women will always compare. This woman had sex with hundreds, maybe thousands of men, and now she will always compare to that. She will compare to the good old days, even if she finds a pious Muslim man now that treats her well and respects her. When things start getting sour, when things start getting hard in their marriage, and they will get hard at some point reality will start kicking in, she will reminisce of the good old days where everything was so easy, everything was so nonchalant, everything was so simple without any further commitment. She will think about those men of the past that simply made her feel good. And again, I have to hammer this down. Don't fall for the trick when a promiscuous woman tells you now that she regrets her past. They're not regretting anything. Quite the opposite. In her memories, those times were simply fun. You know the song? Yeah, exactly. Girls only want to have fun. And this is what girls do until reality hits, until they realize that they haven't settled yet. When they realize that if they don't create children now, they will be left alone. And now they're ultimately looking for a cuck of sorts. It really is the case. They're looking for a placeholder. Now when they're screening the dating market, now they're not looking for the guy that will make her feel aroused, make her feel great, make her feel adventurous. No, now they're looking for the guy that will be solid, will provide a home for her, will be a good dad potentially, right? But why would you be that man now? Why would you be that man now? Really think about it logically. A marriage should be about exclusivity, right? So you as a man provide. You provide money, you provide time, you provide protection, all of those manly attributes. So what does the woman provide now? She has to provide an innocence, a motherly innocence that will then be a great mother indeed, that will then be a great wife indeed, right? And in this exclusivity, you get a deal of seeing that woman in a way that no other man has seen her. This is why it is so important for a woman to enter into the marriage as a virgin, of course. You see the woman in such a vulnerable state like no other man has ever seen her. This is very special. It is just for the husband. Wow, amazing, right? But now with her, not only the man that had sex with her saw her in all kinds of angles that you probably won't see her anymore because now she's not doing those things anymore. No, moreover, the whole world has seen her online and can still see her. So what is the value of this woman at all? Where is her worth? Where is her innocence? It is completely exposed on the internet. And now listen, guys, this is not about slut shaming. This is about reality. We're using this example here to warn my audience, of course, of never to fall for such women. And I'm not only talking about porn stars, this is obvious, but even promiscuous women, women with a past. Do not settle for it because it defies the whole purpose of marriage. Really, it does. A marriage is between a virgin woman and a man. Because yet again, the man is providing masculinity, which is not necessarily virginity, but much other qualities such as protection, provision, stability, a masculine frame, etc., etc., you name it. And the woman, on the other hand, is providing, ideally, virginity, is providing a peace of mind, a nurturing environment. Like this, the roles are complementary. Anyways, I could go on and on and on. You can go to her YouTube channel on home, and the first video is called Sausage Party, where she's eating a bunch of sausages. Yeah. Okay, absolutely repulsive, man. What the hell? Bah. Or a simple search of her filmography will do the job for you as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this out, but by the titles of those videos, you know, those are very classy productions. High-end movies, man. Yeah. Honestly, I'm quite interested to see how the comments will turn out on this video, especially women. I really want the women to post down below and let me know your thoughts. But let's be, again, completely honest and transparent here. When Andrew Tate converted to Islam, many feminists got outraged completely. And they even went so far to say, I'm gonna leave Islam if he truly becomes a Muslim and whatnot, right? So for me here, it is the opposite now. It's the other way around. Me as a man, I see a star that embraced Islam. So you really cannot blame me for this, right? It is just a natural, instinctive reaction to what I see, to what I've experienced throughout my life, to, as I said, knowing a thing or two about women's psychology and women's sexuality. So therefore, I can simply point out the obvious that an almost 30-year-old woman must have other intentions than just simply seeking God. I personally do not buy it, guys. Anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Nevertheless, if she is sincere, I wish her well. All the best, of course. But she is a cautionary tale because, again, the internet never forgets, guys. So if you ever decide as a woman to go down this road of OF, of pornography and whatnot, even Snapchat and Instagram, sending nudes, etc., it will come back to haunt you. Yes, all of it will come back. It will never be forgotten, no matter what your choices are later on in life. No matter if you choose to become a Muslima, to become a newborn Christian, or what not. Alright, guys, and this is it for today's video. If you liked it, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out the links in the description box below to further support my work. Thank you very much for that, guys. And as always, may God bless you all. Much love and peace.
يا نفس إن لم تظفري لا تجزعي